brace yourself for an electrifying night of action that only the ASWA can deliver. Join us for ASWA Autism Awareness 2025, a spectacular event benefiting the Autism Society of Greater Akron. Brought to you by Snapmare Productions, this unforgettable night unfolds at Fairless High School in Navarre, Ohio. 8 thrilling matches await, guaranteed to have you chanting, "Fight forever!" Casey King steps into the Rebels' playground. Will he emerge spotless, or will Colton Quinn leave a lasting mark on his record? Can Thunderkiss drop the leg for the 3 count, or will the returning tank bulldoze his way to victory? Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo welcome NWA Tag Team Champions Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch to the jungle. Will the champs burn it down, or will Kong and Dingo trample their way to triumph? The NWA's perfect knockout Miss Star faces off against the Dark Angel, Danny Jax. Can Jax rise to the occasion, or will she crumble under Star's legacy? Nomad continues his climb up the ASWA ladder at the expense of Axel Fury. Will the fighter for hire knock him down a rung, or will the Wanderer keep ascending? The Jimi Hendrix Experience defends their ASWA Tag Team Championships against longtime rivals, the Status Symbols, and the #1 contenders, the Fifth Floor, who will rise to the top of the tag team division. Plus a special meet and greet. Don't miss your chance to meet WCW legend Scotty Riggs and the NWA's one and only Baby Doll. JJ DeVille looks to settle the score with Nick Brutal and take his ASWA Universal Championship. Will the Ace retain, or will JJ remove the stranglehold Brutal has on the championship? In the night's main event, a lumberjack match for the ASWA World Championship. The Mighty Asylum defends against Madman Fulton. Will the main event monster conquer the mountain, or will Asylum retain the gold? And how will the Lumberjacks influence the outcome? Don't miss this incredible night of pro wrestling, Saturday, March 29th, 2025. Be there to support a great cause and witness history in the making.
Hey guys, Scotty Riggs here. You know, professional wrestlers, we get to do some really super duper cool things in our lives. March 29th, Saturday, Navarre, Ohio. I get to come hang out with my buddy Dylan, and we're going to get to watch some professional wrestling together as Dylan has his annual autism fundraiser. It is going to be a blast. You know who's going to be there with us? Baby Doll, with the biggest female names professional wrestling. Is going to come share some time with you, some autographs. We're going to chat with the fans, going to have some fun. I'm sure there's going to be food there. I'm sure there's going to be drinks there, but there's going to be professional wrestling there from ASWA, one of the top promotions around, especially in Ohio. They're big guys, they're big names, and it's going to be a blast. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. The proceeds are going to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. So come join us, have a blast. It's going to be good. See you there.
All right, listen up, chump stains. It's that time of year once again. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser coming to you live from Fairless High School in Navarre, Ohio, Saturday, March 28th. A portion of the proceeds go to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. Now, don't be fooled by imitators. These guys are the real deal. They're out there making the world a better place for people with autism, helping them lead normal lives just like you and me. So for once in your miserable lives, don't be a chump stain. Come support. Now, of course, on top of supporting a good cause, you're going to have the pleasure of experiencing the awesomeness that is yours truly. And on that very night, I will be defending this bad boy, the ASWA Universal title, against the very man from whom I took it, JJ DeVille. Now, DeVille, the last time you and I locked horns, your run as Universal Champion went up in flames. And for the last almost 2 years now, I have been representing this bad boy as only I can, restoring its greatness like only I can. So Saturday, March 28th, if you think for 1 second that you're just going to waltz in and take this back from me, I got bad news for you. This thing is going nowhere, just like your career. You had a great run, JJ, but it's time to go out to pasture, or at least go bug somebody else, because I ain't the guy. Your hopes of taking this from me, just like everybody else's, are all going to come to a brutal end.
It's time. Finally, Saturday, March 29th, Fairless High School at 7 o'clock. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser. Knox and Murdoch are on the way to Ohio. And we're not getting dressed up to go out for a nice drink at night. We're bringing these titles, and it has just been cleared through me. They are going to be on the line. Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser. They're on the line. Is that okay with you?
That's beautiful.
You got it, baby.
Brace yourself for an electrifying night of action that only the ASWA can deliver. Join us for ASWA Autism Awareness 2025, a spectacular event benefiting the Autism Society of Greater Akron. Brought to you by Snapmare Productions, this unforgettable night unfolds at Fairless High School in Navarre, Ohio. 8 thrilling matches await, guaranteed to have you chanting, "Fight forever." Casey King steps into the Rebels' playground. Will he emerge spotless, or will Colton Quinn leave a lasting mark on his record? Can Thunderkiss drop the leg for the 3 count, or will the returning tank bulldoze his way to victory? Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo welcome NWA Tag Team Champions Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch to the jungle. Will the champs burn it down, or will Kong and Dingo trample their way to triumph? The NWA's perfect knockout Miss Star faces off against the Dark Angel, Danny Jax. Can Jax rise to the occasion, or will she crumble under Star's legacy? Nomad continues his climb up the ASWA ladder at the expense of Axel Fury. Will the fighter for hire knock him down a rung, or will the Wanderer keep ascending? The Jimi Hendrix Experience defends their ASWA Tag Team Championships against longtime rivals, the Status Symbols, and the #1 contenders, the Fifth Floor, who will rise to the top of the tag team division. Plus a special meet and greet. Don't miss your chance to meet WCW legend Scotty Riggs and the NWA's one and only Baby Doll. JJ DeVille looks to settle the score with Nick Brutal and take his ASWA Universal Championship. Will the Ace retain, or will JJ remove the stranglehold Brutal has on the championship? In the night's main event, a lumberjack match for the ASWA World Championship. The Mighty Asylum defends against Madman Fulton. Will the main event monster conquer the mountain, or will Asylum retain the gold? And how will the Lumberjacks influence the outcome? Don't miss this incredible night of pro wrestling, Saturday, March 29th, 2025. Be there to support a great cause and witness history in the making.
Hey guys, Scotty Riggs here. You know, professional wrestlers, we get to do some really super duper cool things in our lives. March 29th, Saturday, Navarre, Ohio. I get to come hang out with my buddy Dylan, and we're going to get to watch some professional wrestling together as Dylan has his annual autism fundraiser. It is going to be a blast. You know who's going to be there with us? Baby Doll, with the biggest female names in professional wrestling, is going to come share some time with you on some autographs. We're going to chat with the fans. We're going to have some fun. I'm sure there's going to be food there. I'm sure there's going to be drinks there. But there's going to be professional wrestling there from ASWA, one of the top promotions around, especially in Ohio. They're big guys. They're big names. And it's going to be a blast. Doors open at 6. Bell time's at 7. The proceeds are going to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. So come join us. Have a blast. It's going to be good. See you there.
All right, listen up, chump stains. It's that time of year once again. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser coming to you live from Fairless High School in Navarre, Ohio, Saturday, March 28th. A portion of the proceeds go to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. Now, don't be fooled by imitators. These guys are the real deal. They're out there making the world a better place for people with autism, helping them lead normal lives just like you and me. So for once in your miserable lives, don't be a chump stain, come support. Now, of course, on top of supporting a good cause, you're going to have the pleasure of experiencing the awesomeness that is yours truly. And on that very night, I will be defending this bad boy, the ASWA Universal title, against the very man from whom I took it, JJ DeVille. Now, DeVille, the last time you and I locked horns, your run as Universal Champion went up in flames. And for the last almost 2 years now, I have been representing this bad boy as only I can, restoring its greatness like only I can. So Saturday, March 28th, if you think for 1 second that you're just going to waltz in and take this back from me, I got bad news for you. This thing is going nowhere, just like your career. You had a great run, JJ. But it's time to go out to pasture, or at least go bug somebody else, because I ain't the guy. Your hopes of taking this from me, just like everybody else's, are all going to come to a brutal end.
It's time. Finally, Saturday, March 29th, Fairless High School at 7 o'clock. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser. Knox and Murdoch are on the way to Ohio. And we're not getting dressed up to go out for a nice drink at night. We're bringing these titles, and it has just been cleared through me. They are going to be on the line. Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser. They're on the line. Is that okay with you?
That's beautiful.
You got it, baby.
Before we get started, I have to run down a few rules. First, no throwing anything at ASWA wrestlers or staff. No direct contact with ASWA wrestlers or staff. The ringside area is for camera people, I have a list of sponsors we need to do the bills here. Special thanks to Live Your Life Travel Agency, Roto-Rooter, Midwest Family of Companies, the Hampton Inn of Massillon, the Innkeeper Tattoo Parlor, Diane Edwards Group, Expo Realty, Starshell Dealership, I apologize if I'm not said it correctly, Hallmark Home Solutions, Jen Canteen, and the Whiskey Vault Tavern here in Navarre, which will be hosting an after party. She said she's going to sit there waiting for your car. Sam, say hello. Sam is our official gift giver for the night. If we're doing our usual bit, we'll have a 50-50 cash off and we'll have a couple other things for you to win, so there's multiple chances to win on a single ticket. And now, without further ado, it's time for the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah. Well, Navarre, Ohio, it wouldn't be an ASWA show if we didn't start off the show with the status symbols. A little miscommunication on who's coming out to the ring with the status symbols. I think Ryan's got himself confused.
It does happen. Of course, Ryan has spent too many time around these Navarre mouth breathers, and then it just does.
Well, he's used to the Mansfield mouth breathers.
Right, that's unwashed masses, yeah.
As you so eloquently put them.
Yeah. Conspicuous by his absence, Mr. Napper, is the unquestioned leader of the status symbols.
I mean, you're the man with the status symbol now. What's the dealio?
I've heard they're in their high atop status towers having some sort of secret meeting, plotting, strategizing.
A business meeting, yeah.
And their elevator doesn't go to the 5th floor, I can guarantee you that.
Well, as Ryan alluded to, usually here in the ASWA, we don't necessarily start off with tag team or even championship title opportunities, but tonight is a special night. The tag team titles are on the line, and I gotta say, this might be one of the toughest, tallest tasks for our tag team champions, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, because not only do you have to go up against the status symbols, but you got to go up against the unprecedented and unorthodox 5th floor.
Yeah, they are absolutely nutty as squirrel feces. There's just no doubt about it. There is no other way to put it. The status symbols, obviously, they're a well-oiled machine most of the time. They certainly will have the advantage as far as experience goes.
And here they come, your tag team champions, set to defend the gold, led by the ringleader himself. It's not a night, it's not a dream, it's a nightmare. The living nightmare and the Hurricane, Kenny Hendricks.
Someone really ought to do something about that blood. I mean, that's, at this point, I'm worried about his health. The worst.
Not exactly normal to spit up blood.
The worst mentee, the worst tag team partner, and the downright worst human being the ASWA has to offer
I mean,
the living nightmare, Jimmy Lee, and
it's resulted in tag team gold.
well, that might be true. It has for him, but as soon as Jimmy Lee ditches Kenny Hendricks again like fifth period French, he'll just get J.J. DeVille or Danny Jax or some other schmuck to come be the partner. So, in all seriousness, trying to be unbiased here because someone has to do it and you're not capable. I still say that the status symbols have the advantage tag team experience-wise because it has been a long time since the Jimi Hendrix Experience have been a consistent 2v2 tag team. Lately they've had J.J. DeVille. Kenny Hendricks and Jimmy Lee have not always been a tag team lately, and where the status symbols, of course, as we know, are always tagging with each other in some variation. They're always sparring high atop status hours. So you have to think the advantage goes to the status symbols in that fashion. And let's not forget the nutty fruitcakes that are the fifth floor. This might be their toughest test ever.
Well, I said at the beginning, you're right. This might be the tallest task that they have to accomplish. As far as the status symbols go, you're right, but at the same time, as you pointed out, unbeknownst to his absence, Bouncer is not teaming with Random Pain as he's so accustomed to doing in the typical matchup that is accustomed to the status symbols. Mm-hmm. He's teaming up with Nick Brutal, who, if you've been paying attention to ASWA wrestling, which you should be if you're watching this, Nick Brutal in the status symbols haven't exactly been on the best of pages as of late. So how does that play in to this matchup? Granted, yes, you have the Universal Champion in your corner as your tag team partner. It probably doesn't get much better than that. At the same time, you've never really tagged with the Bouncer in an ASWA for at least a long time. And B, you've not been on the best of terms with Nick Brutal. And also, the third point to that, in situations where that's been the case, Random Pain has always been the voice of reason. We don't have that voice of reason here tonight. What are they doing?
This is going to get nutty.
That's going to make them stop.
Well, just the absolute worst. I thought bullying wasn't okay in 2025.
Well, it looks like the status symbols are gone. We got a 2-on-2 match.
I thought bullying wasn't okay in 2025. It's okay to call me a chicken now? That's fine. That's okay with you. That's all right.
I didn't say it was. I'm just calling the action as I see it.
Look,
They're leaving.
I know that Nick Brutal and the Bouncer are big, strong, scary men, but they have just as many feelings as you, and it hurts just as much when someone steps on them. Just as much.
I wasn't advocating for them being called chicken. I'm just saying that they were leaving. But you're right. Yes, bullying is not acceptable, and we should not be calling people chickens, no matter how accurate and or true it might be.
Look,
words hurt.
Bouncers, absolutely they do. And again, the status symbols have feelings, all right? They're not a bunch of sociopaths. They're humanitarians. That's what they are. They're humanitarians.
I don't think that.
And they have feelings.
I don't think that description quite fits the
and they
status symbols.
feel their feelings.
I'm sure they do. Just like every time Bouncer steps into a ring, I'm sure he feels a lot of things. Unfortunately for him, pain is usually one of them.
Well, I feel badly that these bunch of bullies in Navarre, these Navarre Neanderthals, absolutely are the most hypocritical bunch of mouth breathers I've ever seen.
Well, I know what Bouncer is probably feeling right now. It's probably the idea that he doesn't want to be in the ring with any member of the fifth floor, whether he's got the strength advantage or not.
And why in the hell does it smell like taco meat?
Is that what's on the fifth floor, tacos?
You know what? If that was the case, I think I'd venture.
I think I might have to take a trip to the fifth floor. They put us up on the third floor.
Yeah, this might be the fourth.
up here in the nest in Fairless High School. Bouncer with a big shoulder tackle.
I wonder what schmuck decided to stick us all the way up here.
Yeah, some producer dude. Bouncer, you might not want to turn around. Uh-oh. Bouncer with a tag. He didn't tag his own partner, but he tagged Manson Crane.
As crafty as his favorite movie villain, Michael Myers.
Well, you know, he didn't tag in his partner, but he's still right. That is a smart move because it gets them out of the match. The only problem is it doesn't give them an opportunity to win the match.
Absolutely.
Good drop toe hold by the Living Nightmare. Little crossface.
The Nightmare comes for Kenny Hendricks when Jimmy Lee dumps him. You know, that happens every couple months, on again, off again.
I mean, it's been a couple of months. It's been about a year now.
They're like a Hollywood couple. They're like J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Oh, gosh.
You just can't work it out.
But they'll keep on trying. Headlock by the Living Nightmare. Good counter by Manson.
There's a reason we call him psychotically sane, because there's a part of that brain that is very, very crafty. Both men seem to be thinking the same thing there.
I don't know who got the better end of that one. I think the answer is no.
Null and void, N/A, right? That's non-applicable.
Exactly. Crane, though, with rakes to the eyes.
Might not like it, but it is effective. And there's a stiff right hand to the frontal cortex. Second verse, same as the first.
Manson giving a little bit of payback to the status symbols, tagging in the Universal Champion.
I'll tell you, if you're the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the last thing you want is the status symbols on fifth floor to find a way to get along. That would be very, very dangerous.
I have to agree with you on that one. That will not end well for the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And another thing that we didn't factor into this that you're kind of seeing, or you saw earlier, is there's a point in this match where the Jimi Hendrix Experience could not even be in this match to control their own destiny.
Absolutely, it's the first pinfall wins. They might not be a part of the actual fall that decides these championships, and as much as I do not care for the most overrated tag team in ASWA history, that is a bitter way to lose your titles.
Couple of big shoulder tackles into the midsection of Brutal goes Jimmy Lee. Snapmare. Couple big forearms.
Just driving that knee right into the back. Nothing pretty about it, folks, but it is effective.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Little Whirly Bird special right there.
Little tilt-a-whirl. That was quite the tag.
I'll tell you what, the Living Nightmare is feeling froggy this evening.
I'll say.
It's a big night.
Kenny Hendricks is too. Just smacked the chest of his partner to tag in.
You never know what.
Champs are fired up to get this match started.
You never know what the Living Nightmare is going to break out in front of the Perfect 10 baby doll. I mean,
is that? You know what? That it all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
I'm just looking for the old common denominator, as they say.
But again, going back to the point of, I mean, you could have a potential this match where Kenny or Jimmy is not even in this match. It could be all fifth floor, and especially if they do get along and figure it out to where you could have the fifth floor versus status symbols, and there's nothing that Jimmy or Kenny can do about it.
Especially, and again, conspicuous by his absence, when you have an authority figure in the commissioner, Barry Hardy, very close friends with the status symbols, really an official member at this point. And maybe he could set up to where Loser gets a title shot next week or next month or whenever it may be.
Vicious clothesline by Brutal. Tags in Nolan Bates. We haven't seen much of Nolan Bates in this match yet.
Oh, we're not going to see much of Kenny Hendricks after that. Might have split the chimes in two places, if you will.
There's that brash offense from the 5th floor from Bates.
Mako Kalen braver than I am.
That's a strong statement.
Kenny Hendricks showing good ring awareness. Quickly grab for the rope break. Don't waste the energy on a kick out.
Again, this is for the Tag Team Championships here in the ASWA. Big shot by Manson Crane. Now Crane just viciously attacking with those kicks.
We're talking about a nightmare. Kenny Hendricks is living it right here, right now.
That's true. Kenny in no man's land right now in tag team purgatory. Desperately needs to make a tag, whether to his own partner or somebody else, but Kenny just hoping to get out of this match right now.
You say purgatory, he's getting pretty close to heading down south.
You're not wrong.
Oh,
that might have put him there. Big right hand by Bouncer.
You know, it gets lost in the antics of Random Pain and the Bouncer sometimes, just how effective the Bouncer can be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've always said Bouncer is one of the more underrated status symbols for his size and his strength ability.
He's also a mighty fine horror aficionado.
Exactly.
Loves Michael Myers the most.
Solid choice.
He's a Halloween guy. And now the Bouncer directing traffic.
So you're saying he might make friends with the 5th floor?
He was directing traffic. He didn't get a chance to do that very often. He's got Random Pain's job. He's got to feel like Cal Naughton Jr. and Talladega Nights after he and Ricky Bobby split up for a while.
Nolan Bates with a little bit of a delayed DDT.
Kenny Hendricks using that power built like a piece of granite.
I was going to say, what is Nolan Bates looking at?
Probably the lack of teeth in the front row. These people are sick. I mean, do you see these cut-off shirts?
I do indeed. Hendricks with a couple of shots downstairs to the midsection. Big clothesline. And Kenny has got to make a tag to his tag team partner. Finally able to do it and finally get some breather here. And Jimmy Lee going up top, double axe handle.
That's illegal, but who cares?
How was it illegal?
You have a 5 count to get out of the ring, and Mako Kalen, who's clearly on the take, didn't even bother to try. I wonder. It wouldn't surprise me if Jimmy Lee was paying off officials. He needs to take some of that money and go to some doctor, check out that blood thing.
Jeez. Well, I think we're gonna go a little old school.
Just pie face, man. It's a cream for no good reason. I don't care what you say, folks. Jimmy Lee deserved that.
I can't say I disagree with you on that.
Pie face, man's a crane for no good reason whatsoever. But yeah, this guy's the golden boy. He's the golden goose. He can do no wrong. It's this time of year. It's the Easter Bunny followed by Jimmy Lee for some reason. Get your lame video on Cameo now.
You are ridiculous today.
Well, it's a big show.
That's true. And this is Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser here for the ASWA. All proceeds of the show, big shoulder tackle.
I'm hoping that the rumors that this is Jimmy Lee's last match is true.
I don't think you're gonna be too happy about that.
I started those rumors, but I'm hoping they're true.
Well, maybe someday you'll be right.
I believe in manifesting.
I see.
And right now, Jimmy Lee manifesting that armbar.
I think Nolan Bates is manifesting himself out of this match. or at least out of the ring.
Manson Crane stretching like he's got a wedgie.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Big, stiff left hands into the solar plexus of the Living Nightmare.
Manson Crane just going ham on the Living Nightmare.
Mako Kayla now decided to do his job.
Look at this. Nolan Bates capitalizing on the distraction, and now the fifth floor just abusing the body of the Living Nightmare. The champs might be in trouble.
See what you did, Kenny? You lost your temper, and now your teammate's getting beat pillar to post.
Well,
nice
he lost
job,
his
bud.
temper because his teammate was being choked out in the corner.
It's called composure. You should find some. Life is full of adversity, Travis.
That sounds like a big word. I don't know if they know that word.
Life is full of adversity, all right? If we can climb these stairs, then Kenny Hendricks better behave himself.
You know what? I might be with you on that one. Well, fifth floor at it again, and Kenny Hendricks is starting to get agitated, but there's nothing he can do. His tag team partner is in trouble.
But instead, all I hear is, wah, wah.
I hear is ow, because Manson Crane just hit the deck hard, as well as that turnbuckle, and now, oh! I think Jimmy Lee just knocked Manson Crane all the way up to the 10th floor.
Yes, I believe if you ask Manson Crane right now, doesn't hurt, he'd go,
I think his lungs just went all the way to the 5th floor.
Yeah. His whole chest and areola region taking a beating.
Oh, but able to get the boots up. Just a little bit of a breather. And a double axe handle to the back of the neck. And the little bit of breather that Jimmy Lee had.
Boy, what a nightmare for Jimmy Lee this is.
Ba-dum-bum. Jimmy Lee sent into the corner.
He went down with a bit of a thud.
What are the status symbols got to be thinking right now, though? I mean, for the most part, this match has been supremely fifth floor versus Jimi Hendrix experience. I mean, I know you can strategize and stay fresh and keep yourself ready to go, but at what point do you try to force the issue and get a tag?
Well, if you're looking at it from a status symbol's perspective, you're paying just close enough attention to make sure a pinfall doesn't take place, but you're keeping yourself very fresh while these two wear themselves out. We'll see how it pays off, but on paper, it's a smart strategy.
Both men desperate to make a tag. Who's going to get there first? Crane gets the tag, but there goes Jimmy as well.
And the big, powerful Hurricane, Kenny Hendricks.
That Hurricane is rolling.
It's getting some crossfire. Nice scoop slam right there.
Kenny Hendricks on fire. And there you saw it right there. Manson Crane tried to break it up. Bouncer just about ready to break it up as well. Now Hendricks just delivering stomp after stomp to the chest of Nolan Bates, excuse me.
Russian leg sweep. Kenny Hendricks is reeling.
And there you go, you talked about it. Bouncer finally getting into the ring and breaking up that count. And it looks like that treaty that was going on at the start of the match is quickly broken down.
Lots of ego and personality lining up right here and right now in Navarre.
Oh, but look behind them. Well, they are squabbling. The champs in perfect position.
Ooh. And the bouncer might take that personally, but it was an inverted.
Yep. Double pin. And the champs retain. A little miscommunication. A little miscommunication and a lot of attitude costs the 5th floor in the status symbols. And your champs capitalize and get the victory. And still, your ASWA Tag Team Champions, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. I gotta think that's not gonna sit well with Papa Payne.
Well, thus far, I hate Navarre. I mean,
and the night is still young. There's plenty more action to go. Again, you are watching Dylan Autism Awareness Fundraiser here for the ASWA. All proceeds of this show going to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. If you'd like to make a donation to that Autism Society, you can go to greatakron.org. Or excuse me, autismakron.org.
Oh yeah, let's enjoy the glad hand. Oh yeah, he really found a way to pull it off. I hate this guy.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual.
Kenny, Jimmy doesn't love you. It's clear. Have some self-respect.
I don't think you can hear you from all the way up here.
All right, are you ready for a little bit more? The following contest is scheduled, wait for it, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Pleasing Ease, and Squeaky Clean, Casey King.
You know, I gotta say, now that's a manager right there. That is a way to take care of your client.
Give you a free ride to ringside.
Exactly. Casey King set to do battle today. And his manager riding him around.
Referee Tim Porras getting a whole lot more Mr. King than he could have bargained for. oh, Timmy, my boy. Hey.
Well, I think I'm going to need it, and I think Tim's going to need a minute to collect myself. That was quite the introduction. But here comes the man that we like to call the Energizer Bunny of the ASWA.
Yeah, Mr. All Go, No Quit. He shows up, he shows out, and I wish he'd move. Colton Quinn. Mr. I care so much what people think. I'll bet high school was miserable for Mr. Quinn.
You think so?
Yeah, because he cares what every individual thinks. You think I give a rat's furry ass about what 99% of these people think? None. I don't.
None.
And I'm better for it. But Colton Quinn, I mean, I'll tell you right now, he shouldn't listen to his barber. You see that haircut?
I do. I do see that.
You think that's a good look?
I think it works for him.
That's a very diplomatic way of saying it sucks.
I'm just saying I couldn't pull it off.
Well, neither could I.
All right, Colton Quinn, Casey King.
Well,
got Easy E on the outside.
He'd like a hug.
Sleazy Breeze.
He'd like a hug. What's it? Colton Quinn. See how Colton Quinn is a no good person. He's a no good scoundrel. He won't give another man a hug. Why? Because of his toxic masculinity. Is that why? I want to know. Why won't you give another? Oh yeah, just a nice handshake there. You won't hug. You know what? You're indecent, is what you are, Colton.
Maybe he'll do it for a Scooby snack.
For Rutro, right?
Casey King with the collar elbow tie-up.
Those are some very. Speaking of Scooby snacks,
I was wondering if you were going to notice.
Yeah, that's jinkies. I mean, just jinkies. Jinkies, look at those tights.
There it is. There it is.
Look at those. I mean, it's got the matching knee pads. This is big time.
It's big time.
Yeah, it's big time.
So was that. Snapmare into a headlock.
I think I really.
Still thinking about food, huh?
Always, buddy. Oh, nice. And boy, this is quick versus quick right here.
Yep, both men showing their quickness. Oh.
Both men maybe going for an insecurity type maneuver. They'll set it down and re-rack them.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, Tim's going to get his wind sprint in right here. He's going to be.
I'm glad he's down there, not me.
Yes, amen to that. Amen to that. Now, I don't like Colton Quinn, but he is quicker than a hiccup. And Mr. King.
As I say, King looks to be quick in his own right. Oh, King with a counter. But Quinn delivers a clothesline. Adds a second for good measure. And now Quinn rolling with an insecurity to the back. Quinn's starting to fire up now, and this is where Quinn's dangerous. Oh, big Superman punch into the corner.
Snapmare.
Missile drop kick, and Quinn is rolling, goes for the cover.
Yeah, these two are the type of quick where they're the kind of individuals that go, no, just hold the Uber, I'll walk.
Well, especially for King. I mean, he rode in here on a manager.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just, I mean, I can't get over that.
You talk about evolution, the Egyptians had to have the camels. I can't get over those tights. Also, you notice how you opted for the banana hammock.
Yep. Quinn able to counter. But King able to counter into a monkey flip.
King is not to be taken lightly. For all his flair, if you will, he's showing right here in Navarre what an athlete he is.
Absolutely showing out here against one of ASWA's rising stars. Another monkey flip, and Colton Quinn might be reeling.
And that makes my day.
I'm sure it does. Casey lining up for something. Casey looking for another hug.
And Colton Quinn, once again, is a no-good Scrooge. I mean, just no-good Scrooge.
His back hurts,
He didn't say bear hug, he said hug. All right, what's a regular hug is not going to bother his
he went
back.
for a handshake. That's, maybe he's not a hugger. Oh, but Casey baits him in with a...
That was kind of a headlock hug.
It was a little bit of a headlock. Handshake, turn headlock.
Come on in here into the chest region.
Oh.
And Casey just absolutely wailing at air. Needs a minute. Not sure that Colton Quinn's going to give him any.
No, not at all.
No quarter given and none does he ask.
That's one thing about Quinn. He's not quick to let you breathe. If he can keep on you, he's going to keep on you. Just a 2 count for Mr. Colton.
We've learned a few things about Colton Quinn this evening. He's got a blind barber and he hates hugs.
The more you know. Navarre trying to will Casey back into this match, as well as Eazy-E down on the ringside.
And quite frankly, his gear maker might have cataracts.
Oh, if he had any cataracts, he just got him cleared up with that clothesline.
Colton Quinn. I gotta say, Colton Quinn showing a level of frustration you don't usually see out of him.
Well, there's not very many people that can keep kind of pace with Quinn. This is one of the few times where we got a lot of powerhouses here in the ASWA. There's very few that have kept up with the speed and agility of Quinn, but right now we're seeing King do just that. I can see why it would frustrate him. And King, much like Quinn, not going down, diving shoulder tackle. Both trying to they're starting to show some frustration and some exhaustion.
That would be an homage to a certain individual on a farewell tour.
It looks like it might be King. A little shuffling. Drops the fist.
Wonder if he realizes he's been broken up with.
I don't think so. I don't think he got the memo. Quinn, though, tried to go for the rolling cutter. Instead, going for a tilt-a-whirl. Around and around and around she goes. Where Quinn stops, I don't think even he knows. Oh!
That is a very convenient seat.
I was going to say, now that is service. Oh, look at this. Eazy-E taking Colton for a spin himself.
It's like a slow dance.
I think Quinn's going to be spinning for days. I don't think he's going to be able to find his way back to the ring. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Well, he kind of, I don't know if he found his
I don't think he did. I think he just kind of stumbled in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. We're going again. I think this time Casey got himself more than he thought, but he turned it into a clothesline. That might be it.
That was almost a hellish clothesline.
Almost. But effective nonetheless. I'm just amazed that either one can stand up straight at this point.
I don't know whether they know where to throw up or throw down.
Yes. That is the answer. Yes.
Oh, a big super kick. Cock King flush.
Cutter! Oh, but King able to kick out.
I'm not going to lie to you, Travis. I thought Colton Quinn had it.
I was right there with you. I believe that was it. King showing a lot of heart in this one.
A lot of tenacity, a lot of intestinal fortitude.
Which is something we usually say about Colton Quinn, but King showing some of his own. But Quinn really starting to roll here in this match. Can he finally put the nail in the coffin?
Springboards down, rolls up.
Oh,
yes.
And he gets him. Rolls him up. And Quinn able to walk away with that one. Rowdy Rebel gets it done, but not without a hell of a fight. Casey King putting up a lot of effort. I think a match both would be proud of.
Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Casey King helped himself tonight.
He says, no, give me a hug.
Bring in the hug.
Hug me, brother. And they hug. What a show of sportsmanship and respect. And there you see it. Casey King showing some respect to Colt Quinn. And
remember that name, Casey King. What a performance here tonight.
How about and there you go, Casey King riding off into the sunset with a little help from Easy.
Some would say he's walking on air.
I'd say you're right. Even in Navarre, Mansfield's favorite son, not a fan. Here is Nomad, one of ASWA's newest and rising stars. Set for a match here today. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser, presented to you by the ASWA and Snapmare Productions. All proceeds of this event go to the Autism Society of Greater Akron.
From Scarsdale, New York, weighing in 251 pounds, he's on Fury and University, the fighter for hire, Axel Fury!
The fighter for hire.
Which is just a nice way of saying he sells out for money.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
I mean, no, never.
It's not often, folks, that Random Pain makes mistakes, but he made a mistake in letting Axel Fury sit under that learning tree.
Maybe.
Well, it is absolutely clear from his perspective he certainly did.
Yeah. I mean, because now Axel Fury knows how to beat the status symbols.
I wouldn't go that far.
We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Right now, ASWA Fury having to put all of that on the back burner for tonight. Tonight, he's got a different challenger. Going against Nomad. Right into a tie-up to start off. Axel showing off that early power advantage. Sizing each other up.
Do you think ASWA Fury dresses himself?
I mean, I would assume so. Why?
You know, he ain't got a mama or somebody who does that for him.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Do you dress yourself?
Most of the time. Every now and again, I have some tough outfits with motor function issues. Thank you.
That's fair enough.
But 95% of the time, yeah, absolutely. My point is that shirt's not working for me.
Ah, okay. I mean,
Is it working for you?
I'm not going to judge another man's shirt.
I said, is it working for you?
Well, no, because it's not supposed to work for me. It's supposed to work for him because he's the one wearing it.
Well,
I'm sure it would work for me.
Well, look, I'm not saying you couldn't pull it off there, Mr. Chisel.
I mean, I'd like to think so.
But my point is boy, his style game has really gone down since leaving Status Towers.
I mean, I think he wore the same tights and the same shirt he did when he was with them. I don't think anything changed.
No, that's not true.
Are you sure?
You don't think anything has changed?
His attitude has changed.
He's become an idiot, that's for sure.
That's one way to put it, I guess.
And Nomad showing how smart he is.
Well, he's outside the ring, so I don't know how smart that is.
What do you think the combined IQ in this building is right now? I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't want to guess.
I'm betting it's below 70. Right around Forrest Gump level.
We're in this building.
I'm not counting us.
Well, I should hope not.
We're
Because
so
if we're at 70, then I don't think that says much for us.
we're so far back that we hardly count.
I'm glad to hear that.
We're up in the nest, Burka.
Does that include everybody up on this little nest that we have up here?
Well, the executive producer of this broadcast is Schmuck. He's an absolute schmo.
Yeah, he's the one that got us up here in the first place.
Yep. And if you don't like this, ASWA Fury,
Well, Nomad has some things to say to the Navarre crowd.
they need educated. By God, everybody knows it. I mean, and
I'm not even going to say anything because I know what you're thinking.
could be a little electric chair.
Yeah. Nomad begging for mercy, but he's not going to find any.
Nomad showing some grit, some toughness.
Yep.
ASWA Fury, again, the biggest turncoat in ASWA history.
Okay, now that might be a stretch.
Yeah, a lot like his shirt.
You just had that one in the chamber, didn't you?
Absolutely, and a big heel kick there by Nomad. And as always, ASWA Fury getting dumber by the show.
Fury, straight shot, straight to the back of the neck, and a big boot right to the chest. Maybe going for a crossface.
Maybe
A couple vicious shots to the back of the neck, just warming up.
now he's going for a good old prison beat.
Nomad looks out. Nomad looks out. Those shots to the back might have knocked him out. Kalen saying ring the bell.
I have to agree. Nomad looks to be.
Nomad is out. ASWA Fury gets the W.
Once again, I hate Navarre.
Maxwell Fury gets the W here at the Autism Awareness Fundraiser. He's got a big match next week in Mansfield at Spring Sting. Started to wonder if maybe he was a little bit too focused on that match. We'll find out, but for now he gets the W and we'll see what happens.
Can't believe I got to see him twice in 7 days. Gonna have to have my medication.
You poor thing. The ultimate male, Thunderkiss. Thunderkiss. I'm saying it double because I know it irritates you.
I can't put into words just how much I despise Thunderkiss.
Oh, come on now. That is a big league hat. It's got a feather and everything.
I hate it.
Big league cape. I mean,
I hope he breaks his toe.
He's the ultimate male. He's got everything, the total package. The mustache, the muscles.
Yeah, look at the double by. Wonder where he got that from. Why didn't he just go ahead and cup his ear? I don't know why he doesn't do that a little bit more. I mean, you know, he's so original.
Who doesn't love a little bit of Tank?
I don't think I like either one of them.
Really? Not even Tank, the Beast Parker?
Yeah, not even him.
You're just a hater.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you don't like Tank, you don't like Thunderkiss. Who do you like besides the status symbols?
That's pretty much it. I hate the ASWA.
Wow, that's
pretty much it. You're gonna shake hands with old
Thunderkiss and Tank shaking hands.
Yes. Back when Tank was born, Thunderkiss might have had a preceding hairline.
Maybe.
Test of strength here.
Who you got? I got Tank on this one. Maybe not.
I'm hoping for a meteor.
That's terrible.
You laughed at it.
I did. Oh, but a shot to the midsection for Thunderkiss.
I'll tell you what, that Thunderkiss is he's a no good scoundrel.
Yeah, I mean,
frankly, everything he steals, he would take home to his mother.
Look.
Tank matching power with power.
Big meaty men.
Slapping meat.
Right in the middle of the ring.
It's a meat off. And
Tank.
look, they're charging like a couple of one-man wolf packs.
Oh! Two semi collide on the interstate. Both go down.
Absolutely. It's going to take the eye of the tiger for both these men to bounce back in this thing.
We're just hitting all the oldies now? Is that what we're doing?
Stiff right hand by Thunderkiss. His as he drills Tank's head in there.
Another. Maybe going around the world, post to post.
Showing Tank where the power lies.
Maybe coast to coast.
These are a couple of mega powers colliding.
Oh, neck breaker.
Absolutely.
Tank firing up with some clotheslines.
And the Beast is one. Hold the hell on. Did he just... That is the damnedest thing I have ever seen.
Hey, it was effective.
Did he just bounce Thunderkiss's head off the pectoral of Tank?
Hey, when you're a Tank and you got it.
What in the blue hell did I just watch?
You watched the Beast. That is exactly what you watched. Oh, and a spear! Tank with a spear. That's got to be it. Oh, but Thunderkiss kicks out at one.
What a shame.
You're terrible.
Thunderkiss is not prepared for Tank the Beast Parker. He's been trained by Ricky Morton.
Your favorite part.
Jimmy Valiant.
Your favorite part.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderkiss.
Oh, he's bringing the big right hand.
He's thundering up.
Yeah. He can kiss it, too.
Oh, and a big boot to Tank. I don't think that's going to be a popular opinion here in Navarre.
For once, everybody agrees with me. Thunderkiss sucks.
Oh, can Thunderkiss? Oh, he can't. Tank gets him. And Tank gets the victory. Thunderkiss tried to go for the scoop slam, couldn't get him over, and Tank capitalizes.
All I know, folks, is that match will live in immortality. You talk about...
What a match for Tank.
You talk about a great show of sportsmanship. God, I hate both of them. This is miserable.
Don't make me have Tank come up here and give you the same thing he gave the Thunderkiss.
He'll be as blown up as me.
I'm gonna bounce your head off his pectorals.
It's time. Finally, Saturday, March 29th, Fairless High School at 7 o'clock. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser. Knox and Murdoch are on the way to Ohio. And we're not getting dressed up to go out for a nice drink at night. We're bringing these titles, and it has just been cleared through me. They are going to be on the line. Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser. They're on the line. Is that okay?
That's beautiful.
You got it, baby.
All right, listen up, chump stains. It's that time of year once again. Dylan's annual Autism Awareness Fundraiser coming to you live from Fairless High School in Navarre, Ohio, Saturday, March 28th. A portion of the proceeds go to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. Now, don't be fooled by imitators. These guys are the real deal. They're out there making the world a better place for people with autism, helping them lead normal lives just like you and me. So for once in your miserable lives, don't be a chump stain, come support. Now, of course, on top of supporting a good cause, you're going to have the pleasure of experiencing the awesomeness that is yours truly. And on that very night, I will be defending this bad boy, the ASWA Universal title, against the very man from whom I took it, JJ DeVille. Now, DeVille, the last time you and I locked horns, your run as Universal Champion went up in flames. And for the last almost 2 years now, I have been representing this bad boy as only I can, restoring its greatness like only I can. So Saturday, March 28th, if you think for 1 second that you're just going to waltz in and take this back from me, I got bad news for you. This thing is going nowhere, just like your career. You had a great run, JJ, but it's time to go out to pasture, or at least go bug somebody else, because I ain't the guy. Your hopes of taking this from me, just like everybody else's, are all going to come to a brutal end.
Hey guys, Scotty Riggs here. You know, professional wrestlers, we get to do some really super duper cool things in our lives. March 29th, Saturday, Navarre, Ohio. I get to come hang out with my buddy Dylan, and we're going to get to watch some professional wrestling together as Dylan has his annual autism fundraiser. It is going to be a blast. You know who's going to be there with us? Baby Doll, with the biggest female names in professional wrestling. Is going to come share some time with you, some autographs. We're going to chat with the fans, going to have some fun. I'm sure there's going to be food there. I'm sure there's going to be drinks there, but there's going to be professional wrestling there from ASWA, one of the top promotions around, especially in Ohio. They're big guys, they're big names, and it's going to be a blast. Doors open at 6, bell time's at 7. The proceeds are going to the Autism Society of Greater Akron. So come join us, have a blast. It's going to be good. See you there.
The perfect knockout coming to us from the NWA. Set to do battle with the Dark Angel Danny Jax. And this should be an interesting one.
No question about it, Mr. Napper. This one's going to be interesting. Miss Navarre, as you mentioned, coming to us from the NWA, the daughter of the Perfect 10, Baby Doll. And so, very interesting on that front.
From parts unknown, she is the Dark Angel, Danny
haven't seen Danny Jax get a negative reception like that in quite some time.
That's what happens apparently when you drive about 45 more miles or 45 more minutes due north.
Smarter people here. All right, I like it. Smarter people. I've been talking bad about them all night here. Oh, ye of little faith.
That's one way to look at it. Nonetheless, she is the Dark Angel. And I'm sure at this point, Danny Jax is just happy to be facing somebody other than the 5th floor at this point.
Yeah. And respectfully, someone else that is a female.
Very true. But I was more just happy for the fact that she doesn't have to fight 2 guys who tried to kidnap her.
Well, there's no guarantee they won't come out here. I have no idea what's going to happen.
You know you're right, but at least she doesn't have to fight them.
We'll see.
For now.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Never know what the 5th floor is going to do.
And we know that the perfect 10 baby doll is in the house.
Whoa, now Mako Kaylin. Whoa! Mako Kaylin. Jeez.
I'll tell you, this guy.
That is a perfect 10, sir. You need to mind your hands there.
Easy there.
This is a family-friendly show.
He is no wonder he gets booed. Sicko.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Miss Star showing off an early power game.
She certainly has her mother's, pardon me, how do you want to put it, confidence? Confidence, let's call it that.
Bravado, confidence.
Bravado. Yeah, that's nice.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, all those words, yeah. Danny Jax has faced the best the ASWA has had to offer.
Including the likes of Colton Quinn, Madman Fulton, as we talked about, the 5th floor.
Has a horrible taste in Mentos. But that's just my opinion.
That is.
You can see we're in the filling out process of this proverbial date.
But as you talked about, or as we both alluded to, that Miss Star is coming to us from the NWA, and so a lot of experience Miss Star has. And so when you're going up against Danny Jax has a lot of decent experience over the course of her career so far, but I wouldn't say as much as maybe Miss Star has.
I think for both these women, this matchup is all about momentum, right? It's all about building blocks to whatever that next step for both these ladies are going to be.
Yep.
I don't think Danny Jax is going to outpower Miss Star. No disrespect to Danny Jax for 5 seconds.
I mean, we're seeing it right here. I mean, shoulder to shoulder, neither one budging. We saw that early power game from Miss Star early on. But that is one way to bring her down. Drop toe hold. And this is where Danny Jax is really a dangerous threat. Speed, agility, keeping you on your toes.
She's quicker than a New York Minute. There's no doubt about it.
Spinning heel kick. But this is where Danny Jax has to continue to capitalize on it. Even right there, you see just a moment of breath, and Miss Star is right back to it. Star with a couple of midsection shoulder tackles and back body. Snapmare.
We always love a good snapmare.
Produces great wrestling content.
Amen. That is unorthodox right there. I don't know what other way to say that.
I think they put it eloquently.
Well, I'm trying.
I'm sure you are.
And speaking of trying, Danny Jax trying to get herself together and get some momentum flowing. But Miss Star will have none of that.
But it's not like we haven't seen Danny Jax have to, like you said, she's been in some tough fights. This is nothing new for Danny Jax. Having to fight through some tough adversity to possibly win a match. This is a custom for Danny Jax to have to put up a fight.
Absolutely no question.
She's not always been the biggest dog in the the biggest dog in the fight, but there's a lot of fight in that dog.
She's a scrappy little yapper, I know that.
That's one way to put it, I suppose. Right now, as you see, the momentum is completely in Star's favor. The crowd say finisher. It looks like Star has that in mind. Samoan drop. Oh, but Jax kicks out at 2. And Star
perhaps getting a little overzealous.
Well, I can't tell if she's ticked off or amused. A little bit of a smile on the face of Star, and nothing pretty about that. Just a good old-fashioned aggression.
Yep. That's what you see here on a Saturday night in Navarre. You know, if you just had a couple miles to the bar.
Star with a little bit of a lazy pin there, just trying to mock Danny Jax.
Later on tonight, the ladies are going to be fighting over former WCW star Scott Riggs.
You know, I did see a couple of people look like they might have wanted to fight over that.
Now we are heading towards the deep water in this contest. Danny Jax, for all my peccadillos with her, I have never questioned her intestinal fortitude, her toughness. I've never questioned it. I have questioned her brains, and I'll continue to do so.
Your what?
I have questioned her brains.
No, I know. What? Never mind.
Okay.
Your pecca what?
Peccadillos.
Okay.
You know, issues.
Okay.
Displeasements.
I got you now. Star with a big splash in the corner.
She's got potential. She wasn't so damn dumb. I mean, it just...
Oh, Danny Jax able to slick out of the way.
I'm here to help people.
Oh, of course. Of course. Another drop toe hold. Star in a very precarious position. I think I know what Jax is going for.
You don't have to dial 1 these days.
I don't think she even got to the 6.
Had her finger on the button, boys.
Star with a big DDT, and that gets her done. Miss Star. And you gotta wonder if maybe the experience caught up a little bit with Danny Jax. Miss Star capitalizing on Danny Jax, taking a little bit time, setting up for maybe that 619, but Star able to counter and gets the W. What a great showing by Danny Jax here in the ASWA. And a big thanks to Miss Star coming out to us from the NWA.
And Danny Jax will be better for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser Show. We are here in Navarre, Ohio, Fairless High School, as we raise awareness and raise funds for the Autism Society of Greater Akron. If you want to check out the Autism Society of Greater Akron, you can go to autismakron.org.
All right, folks, just a reminder, there is going to be an after party at the Whiskey Ball Center here in Navarre. All right, folks, we're up for 3 title matches. Are you ready for them? Are you ready for them? In that case, the following contest is scheduled
biggest con artist in ASWA history. It would be one half of the open season nitwits, J.J. DeVille. I mean, this guy,
Otherwise known as the heart and soul of the ASWA, and every single time he steps into the ring, you see why.
I guarantee you he was dropped as a chub. I guarantee he was dropped hard.
I think we all were. That's why we're here.
Yeah, what the hell am I doing up here?
Yeah, I know. You walked all the way up here, same as me.
Walked, crawled, and begged, let me tell you.
One way or another, we made it.
We'll see about getting down.
Nonetheless, this should be an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. This, a rematch of sorts. In fact, it is a rematch.
And his opponent, representing the status symbol from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the ASWA Universal Champion, the Nick Bruno.
I was going to talk about how this is a rematch, and then JJ tried to give Tim Porras the Casey King treatment.
I did.
And by the way, that is what I'm going to call it from now on, is the Casey King treatment. So, there you go, folks. Nonetheless, as I was originally pointing to, this is a rematch between these two gentlemen, because if you remember, if you have been following the ASWA, which you should, because we only bring great family fun to the Mansfield and now the Navarre, Ohio cities.
Unless you're Casey King or J.J. DeVille.
Actually, unless you're Tim Porras. But these two did battle for that title right there, the Universal Championship. Nick Bruno being the one that took it off of J.J. DeVille, albeit with maybe some underhanded tactics.
What a glorious day that was.
Yeah, you know.
I went to church that next morning.
Oh, after you see a fireball get thrown into another man's face, I can see why.
Exactly. I was a little nervous.
But I'm sure that J.J. DeVille would love to get his hands back on that Universal Championship that I'm sure even he feels he rightly should still have.
Well, I have it on good authority. He also thinks 2 + 2 is 5, so I wouldn't trust him.
I thought it was fish.
Bingo. And B59.
It's that Westerville educational system. Sorry. I'm not a smart man.
But I know J.J. DeVille sucks. Say it with me. J.J. DeVille sucks.
His words, not mine. Brutal. Already backing J.J. into the corner.
I see Tim Porras just taking no chances of close contact. Can't blame him. It's been
After what that man's been through tonight, yeah.
It's been a frontal evening. Frontal on full. Looking for the old test of strength here.
And we still got Papa Dingo and Kongo Kong.
The NWA Tag Team Champions. There's a lot happening here, folks.
There is indeed. That match is still to come for the NWA Tag Team Championships. This match, of course, for the ASWA Universal Championship. We still have also the Heavyweight Championship on the line in a lumberjack match. All of that action still to come.
Talk about a stacked card, you're seeing it.
Feeling out process started between these two.
I'd be remiss again if I didn't mention the conspicuous absence of Random Pain and pretty much the rest of the status symbols are they're popping up like pimples on prom night these days.
In this case, I gotta think that maybe is the better deal. As we pointed out, the last time we saw Random Pain and Nick Brutal in the ring together, they weren't exactly on good terms.
There was some tension.
Whether or not that's going to be solved in a week, we'll find out. But for now, I don't know what the status is of, no offense, no pun intended, the status symbols in Nick Brutal. They seem to be in good straits, but we'll find out. Nick Brutal just laying the shots, stomp after stomp on JJ.
And remember, Nick Brutal has competed earlier this evening, so you got to think from a cardiovascular standpoint, JJ DeVille would have the edge.
Yeah, very, very possible. Brutal didn't get in that match too much, so it shouldn't be too worn out. But you're right about that. They did have a match earlier.
Big snap suplex.
JJ kicks out at 2.
Wish JJ would kick out and go back to wherever he came from.
So Mansfield?
Well,
you know we got to go there in a week.
Well, for a while he was blowing that popsicle stand. We didn't see him for a year. Glorious
and now
times.
you get to see him all the time.
I know.
Don't you feel lucky?
Yeah. Oh. This is when a lot of people would panic and look at their horoscopes.
JJ sent into the corner.
And sent it. My goodness, sternum first.
Yep. That'll knock the wind out of you.
I haven't seen pecs abused like that since Tank earlier.
No one does it like the Beast.
Amen to that. But I'll tell you, Nate Brittle is a beast of his own, and that was a beast of an eye poke right there. Sorry about it, JJ. Must suck. That sucked.
I know that sucked.
Come on, let's spell it out. S-T.
Come on, keep counting or keep spelling.
You. I'm not doing it for him. No. I hate that guy.
I was trying to figure out.
My
DeVille
goodness.
Hit that apron hard.
Nick Brutal indeed. If you don't think he doesn't live up to the name, folks, my goodness.
I mean, I heard a crack when he hit that apron.
That was gnarly.
And you got to think that Nick Brutal is in complete control now after that. Drops JJ straight on that mat. And at this point, Nick Brutal probably could just coast.
I was going to say, it might be automatic.
I mean, JJ hasn't barely moved since that.
I can still almost hear the echo that seemed to.
And now, Brutal adding insult to injury, sending that back end sternum straight into that ring post. You gotta wonder if maybe DeVille has a cracked rib or something.
If he keeps this up, he's going to have a cracked skull.
Oh, but some fighting defiance. The challenger trying to put up a good fight, but Brutal stops him in his tracks with a suplex.
And Nate Brutal smartly stopping the count, able to take a breath as well.
Tim was at a count of 7 on that one.
Say what you want about the shadow symbols, but their ring IQ is some of the highest in the ASWA.
Oh! You know, almost have no words. Just when I think J.J. DeVille goes too far, he goes even further. And I don't mean that in a bad way. J.J. DeVille is heart and soul of ASWA. And if you don't believe me, watch the last 2 minutes of this match. Because right now, J.J. DeVille is putting his heart and soul on the line, and quite honestly, his body, just to get that Universal Championship back. J.J. DeVille is a man possessed, and I honestly don't know where he gets it.
I think it's the kind of thing you get a tetanus shot for. And that appeared to be a blatant joke, but smart maneuver as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if DeVille breathes.
Oh, wow, whoa. That might be a little much.
I didn't say I hoped. I said I don't care. I'm indifferent.
Okay. I guess if you're indifferent, that's one thing. Brutal with a brutal drop of the elbow.
I'm saying you get all high and mighty. I don't think you would be necessarily shedding too many tears of Anna Payne's funeral.
I am being unbiased and will not answer that question one way or the other.
I'm sure next Saturday you'll have an answer.
We'll see. DeVille ducks out of the way, diving cross bodies, going for the pin.
Oh my God!
Just a 2 count.
Woo!
Oh, there's another.
I was gonna have to call Anna Payne.
Brutal with a fist to the throat. You gotta wonder how much longer though JJ can keep this up. I mean, adrenaline is a beautiful thing, but it only lasts so long, and JJ has put his body through quite literal hell.
Yeah. And when you combine adrenaline with J.J. DeVille's pure natural stupidity, I mean, a lot of things can happen.
I prefer to think of it as creative brilliance.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they said when he was doing his finger paints. Oh, what's that, J.J.? I can't hear you through the pain.
Some call it stupidity, some call it creative difference. You know.
What do you think he sounds like right now? I can't breathe. Good.
Well, now he can. DeVille able to counter.
How unfortunate. Let's go for the throat. Let's get rid of this guy.
Jeez Louise.
I didn't say die. I said let's go for the throat. There's a larynx in there we can bust.
Oh, yeah, you're not on the status symbol payroll at all.
I'm not on the payroll at all. Believe me when I tell you, with J.J. DeVille, it's just good old-fashioned hatred.
Another pin count. Oh, but JJ just barely got the shoulder up. Crowd says it's 2. Brutal says it's 3. But the one that matters is Tim Porras agrees. 2 count. This match continues. I mean, JJ can barely stand up at this point. Again, you got to wonder how much more he can put up with. Brutal maybe looking for the final shot. DeVille, though, grabbing onto that rope, fighting him off. Couple shots to the rib cage, and now we might see a little high risk from DeVille. Navarre wants it. DeVille going up top. What's he got in plan? Front. Oh no, elbow drop. Looked like he was going for a frog splash. Elbow drop. DeVille goes for the cover, but look at this.
Hey, it's the bouncer.
Of course it is.
What a great guy.
Oh, but look behind DeVille. No man's got a chair. He tossed the chair to Brutal. Brutal and DeVille playing a little patty cake.
He just hit him with a chair. He just hit him with a chair.
I think Brutal hit himself with the chair. He punched the chair.
That's your hero right there. That's your hero.
That's yours. The one that punches chairs. That's real smart. You talking about JJ's stupidity.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Nice, JJ. You want a match? Oh, in case you didn't hear Ryan, he said, and still. Boy, Tim's having a bad night.
Yeah,
Tim's having a rough night, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, JJ, don't do this. I know you're upset, but...
Now, go ahead and do it, actually. Punch his lights out.
I don't know. Tim's been through it. You said it. Tim's been through a lot tonight.
Well, it's not like he wants to remember it, so go ahead and hit him hard.
Fair enough.
I got a feeling there's going to be more to this story next week.
Yeah, you know, keep in mind it is Nomad versus JJ DeVille at Spring Sting next week. I'm sure this result will not sit well in the mind of JJ DeVille.
Why are we cheering a man that just got disqualified?
Because he got unjustly disqualified.
Did he?
He did.
Prove it.
Brutal punched the chair. He didn't hit him with the chair.
That's what you allege. Let's run the tape back.
I'll be sure to get a replay though. Nonetheless, JJ DeVille.
We can't prove that he punched the chair.
I think we can, but you know.
No, we can't.
We'll get replay on it.
He didn't punch the chair.
Okay.
JJ DeVille viciously assaulted him like he was a backyard trailer park.
Let's move on. Ryan's talking.
I don't. And it is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers from deepest, darkest Madagascar, Dingo and Kongo.
Talk about a couple of freaks.
Two men that you never thought would ever be able to coexist, but now that they have got to be one of the most dangerous entities in wrestling today. Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo.
They both scare me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna disagree with you at all. You know who else they probably scare? Tim. Because guess who's not reffing this match?
Tough break there, Makeup.
Tim said, I've had enough. I've been through too much.
Oh my goodness.
My. You know what? I take it all back. I am so glad we're up here. I think I've changed my tune.
Kongo Khan owns that. He owes that young man a new pair of pants. I'll say that's really a shame the way I'm sure they're soiled. Boy, this is.
That is.
It's like something out of the Animal Planet.
Kill, eat, kill.
I believe, is Kongo sniffing?
Yeah.
What that appeared to be.
Probably debating if he wants to have him for dinner.
Yeah, what was the pre-show meal there, Mako?
Sight of referee.
And, oh, look out, Ryan.
Ryan.
Look out, Ryan. Oh, Ryan.
I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. It's getting in there.
Everybody's getting the love tonight.
I believe Ryan and Tim are going to share a beverage after the show.
You know, there is an after party after the show. I think.
Well, if those two are coming, I'm out because.
Yeah, right.
All the China's going to be shot.
There they are, accompanied to the ring by Dylan himself. Trevor, Murdoch, Mike Knox. Your NWA Tag Team Champions. World Tag Team Champions, that is. You know, I gotta say, if there was ever a tag team that could be standing across the ring from a Kongo Kong and a Papa Dingo, and I'm still okay with their chances, this would have to be it.
It's this tag team.
It's gotta be them.
This is going to be big, meaty men slapping meat. I mean, it's going to be meat madness.
There's gonna be nothing pretty about this match, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling it like it is. This is gonna be vicious. This is gonna be unorthodox. This is gonna be straight up nasty. Sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
And it's for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. Thank you to Billy Corgan for sanctioning it. And thank you to Joe and Dylan Hirschberger as well.
Absolutely. Again, you are watching the Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser. There is Dylan himself joining these two out to the ring. Such a great family, great opportunity, and a great moment.
No, I say a lot on these headsets and these broadcasts.
Oh! Well, you might have to stow that away for a second because Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo are ready to get this match underway.
They seem like men that won championship gold.
You know, they just might. And what a feather in the cap it would be for Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo to walk away with the NWA Tag Team Championships. Oh, but the champs.
Billy Corgan would be calling looking for his belts.
Champs able to counter, and now Murdoch and Knox.
There's Trevor Murdoch, a long-time veteran. Spent time in the WWE. He was trained by the late, great Harley Race.
Just dropping bomb after bomb in both corners.
Mike Knox as well. These two are battle-tested, battle-hardened, and the bayonets are strapped.
Showing why they are indeed the tag team champions of the world. Oh, but Papa Dingo and Kongo Kong.
Good God.
Showing some fortitude of their own.
I think they're showing why they had to be on a hit list. Good Lord.
Well, like we said, this was not going to be an easy fight. This isn't going to be just your normal tag team match. This is going to be a fight.
I don't know if I've ever seen a tag team communicate in primal screams.
I mean, the Bushwhackers, maybe?
Even they said a few words.
That's fair. You got me.
Yeah, they said a few words. These two are just.
That entire section is going to have to change pants.
Really, it's.
I mean, it's.
They're going to have to run down to Walmart right after the show and look out. We're doing some business.
Right now, Papa Dingo has Knox, Kongo Kong chasing after Murdoch,
and that smack was not the chest of Knox. That was the hand of Papa Dingo.
Will sound as loud as when JJ hit the apron. Kongo, it unfortunately met a fatal end with a ring post as well.
And Trevor Murdoch might have just saved his own life.
You're not wrong about that. Knox and Dingo in the ring. Knox drops the elbow. Knox and Murdoch held the NWA World Tag Team Championships for over 300 days.
Over
just about.
Over 300 days now since last June, officially.
Yep. Looking to keep that streak.
Of course, you can see them wreak havoc on NWA Power. Now Trevor Murdoch working his way in. Well, you talk about using each other as a bowling ball, batting ram, old-fashioned drop toe hold, and this is getting ugly for Papa Dingo.
I think that one hit the Richter scale.
But now, Trevor Murdoch in, two-time former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, the 10 pounds of gold, Sweet Charlotte as she's called. Of course, he's the former WWE Tag Team Champion with Lance Cade. So there's not much Trevor Murdoch hasn't done, and if you survive the school of Harley Race, that's all I need to say about you, really.
Absolutely. They're going to need every bit of that in this match. Murdoch with a kick to the knee. Swinging neck breaker, drops the big man to the mat. Dingo able to kick out. Makes the tag, Knox comes in, and all the action finally settling down a little bit, it seems. Knox trying to get the big man up, can't quite get him. Oh, and Dingo makes him pay for it.
Knox and Murdoch have come a long way in their relationship. Knox actually made his NWA debut by attacking Trevor Murdoch a few years ago.
And now they're friends. What a strange life they live.
Oh, we've seen it before. Strange bedfellows kind of go, you know what?
I think we're seeing an entire match of Strange Bedfellows.
You're not kidding. Frankly, the whole night is Dylan presents Strange Bedfellows in the ASWA. Kongo, Kong, no slouch in his own right.
I'm sure Mako Kalen's just hoping nobody gives their best Casey King impression.
Former TNA Impact star.
And a whole lot of mountain meat, animal warrior. I don't know what Kongo Kong is, but he's a beast in his own right.
Kongo Kong has stepped in there with Hall of Famers like Abyss. There's not much he hadn't been through.
And now Papa Dingo off the distraction.
And all I'm saying is in the morning, Mike Knox's back is going to hurt.
My back hurts just watching it. Kongo Kong. A rolling back body drop.
Using all of him to
crush all of Knox.
And that's a lot of man on both sides of that occasion.
Absolutely. He's got that vice grip cinched into the shoulder blade. Trying to pinch a nerve, possibly.
Those nerve holds might not look pretty, but they're painful as possible.
And, you know, you were talking about how Knox and Murdoch came together. Think about how Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo came together. It was just last year those two faced off against each other at this very event. And now they're tagging together. I mean, it's insane.
Sometimes And
I think Knox is dead. I think Knox is out.
you certainly saw a whole lot of man right there.
Put a fork in him and he's done.
I think sometimes with four strange men like this, it takes a good old-fashioned fight to gain respect.
Yes. Oh.
And oh my
Dingo with
goodness.
a big shot. And another one sends Knox. Almost sent Knox out to the floor.
And the NWA Tag Team Champions are reeling.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We may see new World Tag Team Champions here in Navarre, Ohio. Knox just trying to fight out of the corner just to get some breathing room.
It is not often that the powerful man that is Knox looks desperate, but right now he does.
And rightfully so, but still, you're right. This is a very shocking turn of events. You can see Kong and Dingo just working the corner, working Knox, putting Knox in a very, very bad situation. Cannonball straight to the chest. Knox with a desperation kick out.
The tag team title reign of Murdoch and Knox might be on life support. Knox is in a bad way. We've seen Murdoch get manhandled in ways you don't see him get manhandled very often.
You can see the pain and the agony on the face of Knox. Murdoch just pacing back and forth, nervously trying to get to that tag, trying to will his partner into a chance to break free perchance. Knox with a couple elbows to the midsection. But Kong right back on the tack. Oh, Knox able to get up that big boot. Is this the opening that he needs?
And Knox desperately cleans Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch bringing right hands aplenty.
Murdoch sharing all of the aggression. Kong kind of used Murdoch against his own partner, and oh no!
Miscommunication. There's that running bulldog.
And that might be the opening that Murdoch and Knox needed. Oh, another miscommunication. And now you're seeing the tag team experience of Murdoch and Knox in full display, but oh no! Oh no!
Big
Papa
Samoan
Dingo
drop.
able to drop Murdoch, tried to go for the cover, and Knox breaks it up. Kong is still down. Diving cross body sends Dingo down to the floor.
I think the ring might have moved.
I think you're right. Knox sends Kong outside the ring, and this might be the opening that the champs needed. Could this spell the end for Dingo and Kongo? Murdoch with the cover, and the champs retain. Knox and Murdoch walk home to the NWA, still your NWA World Tag Team Champions, but not without a fight.
It was the fight of their life. What an incredible match by all four combatants. But Murdoch and Knox survive. But if Murdoch's face says anything, this story might not be over.
I think if you get Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo a couple more matches, get that chemistry together. Mishaps was the name of the game. You get those two a little bit more on the same page. We do this again, that match just might end up a different situation. But for now, the champs walking home with the gold.
You can see this is somewhere between brand and respect.
I think even Kongo and Papa Dingo see it. They were this close maybe to getting the champs on the run. I think Murdoch wants a mic. Mad respect from the champs to Dylan and to the team of Kongo Kong and Papa Dingo. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, I don't know about you. I want to see that match again. I hope we get a chance to see that match again somewhere down the line, no matter where it is. But what a great match.
Amen.
We will see you back in just a little bit. Yes, sirree, you heard right. Saying it is time for the main event. You see all the Lumberjacks. It's time for the Jonah Hirschberger Memorial Lumberjack match this year. Usually we have a battle royal. This year we're kicking it up a notch. Rumble participants are outside the ring this time, and this time we're going to have ourselves a Lumberjack match.
Lots of personality right here.
Oh, and it gets better. Just wait. In a match that already had personality galore around the ring, we get it even more. Madman Fulton. You want to talk about a match where I wouldn't pay to be a lumberjack even if you paid me in pizza.
A very handsome sum.
At this point, the lumberjacks might just be there just to look pretty.
Yeah, nothing like a little scenery, you know, a little brush, whatever have you.
Because
kind of the garnish to the match.
I do not want to be the man that has to throw Madman Fulton back into a ring. And that's just the challenger.
There is a lot going on here. Like you, I wouldn't want to have to toss Madman Fulton anywhere.
Fair.
Whether that be a ring,
yeah.
Whether that be outside,
yeah.
I'll toss him a bottle of water. That's about it.
Well, that would be generous of you. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said.
It's because he's so big.
I'll tell you what, if you try to throw a water bottle to him from up here, you might have to do your best Brady impression. Because we are high. But not as high atop Status Towers. Because that's where this man is from.
That's a man big enough to get both of us down one arm.
I hope so, because we might need him later.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm friends with him, so.
I mean, him and I are on okay terms. I've said good things about him.
Yeah, but as soon as I tell him what you say about Random Pain.
He doesn't have to know that.
I don't like you.
That's fair. I mean, fine. He'll just be that way, I guess. Thought we were broadcast partners, but...
We are that.
Oh, but you won't have your friends help me down this very precarious staircase?
We are. You said my friends. We are broadcast partners, sir.
Partners help each other. We don't got to be friends for that.
I'll think about it.
Okay, I appreciate that. It's really steep, man, and those handlebars are not sturdy.
That's true. That was slicker than snot on a doorknob up here. It was. Said someone I get some fire back. What does the Madman say? New champ, which is what he's not going to be.
Count your chickens or your eggs before they hatch. I don't know.
He's called Madman Fulton. He's not called Smart Fulton.
That wasn't very nice. Oh no! Do you still want it?
That T-shirt has a lot of value now. The price of that T-shirt just skyrocketed. I mean, there's Asylum DNA all over that bad boy.
Yeah, something like that.
Might even come with a little bit of fecal matter.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you talk about a couple of big hosses, this is it.
No doubt about it. This isn't the first time these two have gone on it for that heavyweight championship.
And oh, there's a bunch of lumberjacks outside the ring looking to make their mark.
Oh, yeah, that little tidbit as well. But again, as we alluded to, they might just be there to look pretty, because at this point, do you really want to be the man or woman that has to throw either one of these guys back in the ring?
No, I wouldn't want to have to be the lettuce in that particular sandwich.
And let's be honest, when you usually have a lumberjack match, when you're throwing out, the opinions of said lumberjacks tend to play into factor.
Certainly.
I don't want to be the first one that ticks either one of these guys off.
Yeah, I feel like mum's the word in the lumberjacks. You know, I mean, I'm sure the fellow status symbols out here obviously will have a say, but everybody else,
let's all just do our job and everybody play nice, and we'll all go home alive.
We'll see what happens.
It's kind of the thing.
This gym could combust.
That's putting it nicely.
Shame I got to see J.J. DeVille's face again this evening.
Oh, no.
God, is that an awful human being?
Madman tried to send Asylum over the top.
You know what's good, though, about this show?
What?
Robbie Collins clearly didn't find his way here.
Oh, don't you worry.
Yep.
I got all the Robbie Collins you can handle next week.
He's probably buying Copenhagen someplace.
Oh, and Madman Fulton, the first to come out of the ring. And as you see right there, already trying to defend himself. But as I pointed out, doesn't look like anybody wants a piece.
This is like King Kong versus Godzilla.
What does that make everybody else around the ring? And the lumberjacks swarming Madman Fulton. Had to wonder when that was going to combust.
By the way, that makes everybody else around the ring, those poor dumb cops that never make it. They just shout up and down.
I agree.
Come down from there. Yeah, that's going to work.
I was thinking it makes them like the planes that fly around whenever Kong's on the...
Yeah, and you know what happens to those planes? They break off a piece of that building and boom.
Exactly. Either way, this is Behemoth versus Behemoth.
There may not be a Fairless High School after this matchup, folks.
I hope this place has insurance. Two Mack trucks meeting in the middle of the ring, and oh, over goes the champ, and it might be a little bit of fair play.
And the champ pretty much asking who wants it.
Same as first verse, same as the second verse, same as the first.
Boy, Axel Fury sure lost his bass and his voice, didn't he? Because there's a status symbol out there for you to show your opinion to, and all of a sudden.
Oh, and Asylum goes over again, but again, I was going to say again, they didn't go after him, but now the Lumberjacks taking exception to Asylum.
Hey, look, Axel Fury finally got even on Asylum. It only took a mugging. It only took an absolute mugging, folks. Great, we're all going to be questioned by the police afterwards for the assault we just witnessed.
Well, he's going to have plenty to get after with Asylum come spring sting, but for right now, yes, he did get a lick in.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting a lick in.
Goodness. That might have been a double lick. 2 scoops.
One hand.
You talk about palming it. Good Lord. Look at the bouncer applauding.
Nobody tell Random Pain. Fulton with a couple of shots to the midsection, bounces Asylum off the turnbuckle. And now
Asylum right now getting worked pillar to post. Thought Fulton might have took too long there, but I guess not.
basically a diving chop to the shoulder blades.
And you can see Asylum is reeling. What in the world of bird special was that?
I don't know, but it was effective.
I'll tell you what, Fulton is flexible. You don't picture a 7-footer like that being that
You do not, and he has continued to show why he is the main event monster, but the main event monster just got knocked out for the 10 count.
What did the right hand say to the face? It said, I'll see you later there, monster.
That was a vicious right hand by Asylum. And that might be the turning point that Asylum needed. Asylum sending Fulton out to the ringside area, the Lumberjacks.
And there's a couple of status symbols right there. So Fulton is going to get worked over like a part-time job.
Like vultures to a dead carcass.
And my goodness, are they feasting.
Now the other Lumberjacks trying to break things up a little bit, trying to maybe get some decorum in here.
That's not really been our strong suit this evening.
No, it's really not. It sounded weird even coming out of my mouth.
Sometimes you just had to admit, an evening's wild. This one is wild. What are they playing, the bongos over there?
I feel like I'm watching the tag team championship match again.
I'm not sure Colton Quinn has rhythm.
I don't know.
It just seemed a little offbeat to me. I'm not saying that I do have rhythm, but I'm not trying to do it. Twisting on that neck is the mighty Asylum. And I would imagine somewhere from afar, Brandon Payne has got eyes on this.
Navarre trying to will Fulton back up to his feet. Instead, Asylum has other plans, sends Fulton back out to the ring. And now I think that the combustible element of this match is starting to take hold. The Lumberjacks starting to get after one another.
All I know is Fulton just got beat around like you owe everybody money. If it had baseball bats, we'd still be swinging. Oh my goodness.
Oof. That is not pretty and or can probably feel good.
Just stepping on the dreads and
trying to rip them out, it seemed like.
Well, it's probably a better look than what Fulton's got going on currently. Can't get much worse, can it?
Okay, I can understand mocking the dreads of Colton.
Yeah.
Are you really going to mock the dreads of Fulton, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know he can come up here, right?
Yes. Maybe he'll hunt me down. And if not, he's a big dumb doofus.
I thought you wanted Asylum to help you down.
Well, he's clearly having a tough match.
That's fair.
I don't know if either one of them be in a condition to help us down if they were feeling gentlemanly.
That's fair. Be nicer to each other. Call it a draw. We need help down here.
Referee Tim Porter's getting in there. Look at the paint etched on Fulton's face tells a better story we ever could, folks.
Fulton just trying to find some breather room. Oh, and again, using that hair, Asylum just drops him.
Yeah, you might want to get a haircut. That'd stop happening.
Okay, on that one, you and I agree.
Just a thought. Strategy move. It's like
they should take the.
It's like swimmers in the Olympics. They shave everything.
They should take the Nolan Bates and Nancy Crane approach.
Yeah. Mr. Clean.
Although
right
they
there.
got the beard, so
but
same problem, different area.
Look at the shine off those scalps.
Oh, just trying to find some way to break free of the grip of Asylum. Just get some of that breathing room. But every single time that Fulton is able to break free, Asylum is right there.
When is the last time you saw Madman Fulton in a bear hug?
Probably the last time these two fought. And that's been a couple years, or at least a year.
And Asylum is a more battle-tested champion and a more experienced champion than he was during their first go-around.
Quite possibly one of the most dominant champions, if not the most dominant champion we have ever seen in the ASWA, with no signs of that ending anytime soon.
Yeah, Robbie Collins tried to steal it by a fake official, but that fake official was JJ DeVille. Why is he out here?
Because he's a lumberjack.
He's a biased party.
Fulton with some big headbutts into the chest, lighting him up. Challenger sends champion into the corner, and finally for Fulton, he's able to breathe and get some momentum back on his side. Question is, how much of the damage has been done? How much does he have left in the tank?
Goes over the top rope again.
Bounces Asylum off that turnbuckle. What's he got planned here? Springboard into that clothesline. He tried going for that earlier, and he caught a right hand. Connected that time, but it's just a 2 count for the big main event monster.
The word of that sequence is incredible. It was incredible athleticism by Fulton, and it was incredible heart and tenacity by Asylum to kick out.
The question again is raised. How much more does Fulton have left in the tank? We've got to be nearing the end, you have to imagine.
Just took the tape off the shoulders, the armbands.
Fulton looking to end this thing, maybe. Fulton looked like he was going towards the ropes. Bouncer adding his 2 cents into the match.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
This match is no disqualifications.
And what a near fall. Fulton just barely getting that shoulder up. That was 2 3/4. And both these men are, I'm not going to say their tank is empty, but it's not nearly as full as it was when this match began.
The low fuel light has definitely seemed to kick on. We got about maybe 40 more miles of this before somebody breaks. Question is, who's it gonna be? Again, using the hair, Asylum able to drop Fulton down. That's gotta be it. No! Fulton kicks out again. How much more does Fulton have in the tank? A desperation kick out. And now the question is, who's gonna get up first, if at all?
If you're a betting man, we're down to a push on the odds.
Both men, Asylum able to get to his feet first, but here comes Fulton. Oh, and look at the power. Look at the strength. Looked like Fulton almost countered, but Asylum able to drop him down. You got to think if maybe Fulton had a little bit more in the tank, he would have been able to get that counter. Oh, no. Oh, no. And I think Champ has said this time it's over. It's time to end this. It's time to bury the main event monster. And it looks like the Champ is looking to do just that, but oh! Fulton with a counter, a vicious right hand. And now the heavyweight champ in a precarious position. What does Fulton got planned?
Both these gentlemen now walking the proverbial tightrope that is.
Quite literally. Asylum able to break free. Oh, but look at Fulton able to pop his way back up. Can he do it?
I don't know if the ring can handle it.
Superplex! How did the ring nut come apart? These two men crashing onto the mat. Fulton with the cover. And Bouncer saves the pin.
It makes him smart. That's what that does.
Yeah. Smartness just caught him a couple of smacks to the back of the head, and now all hell's breaking loose. The Lumberjacks have completely combusted. It is absolute chaos at ringside. Asylum still remains in the center of the ring. And now referee Tim Porras just trying to get some decorum back in this match.
He's having a hell of a night. I think the only Lumberjack left is that
JJ DeVille
lurking in the corner.
I mean, one Lumberjack with these two behemoths, I don't know how much that's going to do, but right now, this match continues. But right now, the biggest thing is we don't have a ref.
Tim is trying to get everybody to calm down, and the
Fulton with a choke slam possibly gets him. Fulton going up top. Diving headbutt. Goes for the cover, but we don't have a ref. Where's referee Tim? JJ DeVille.
You're not an official. We've done this before.
But you got a point. You got a point.
You're not an Who died and made you a ref?
Well, referee Tim is back.
Tim didn't. Tim, you can't let this stand. Tim, you can't let this stand. Tim, you can't let this stand.
Oh, thank God. Well, I have to share the sentiment with these fans here in Navarre, Ohio, because that match was incredible. To have it thrown out like that is unfortunate. I'd love to see this match continue, to be honest with you.
How about who died made you Barry Hardy? Asylum, think about what Random Payne would say here.
I gotta agree with Fulton on this one. I want 5 more minutes of this damn match.
Asylum, don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, come on, Asylum. Come on.
Smart move. That's the right move. Do it on your terms. Do it on your terms.
I can't disagree with you. It's a smart decision, but at the end of the day, this was a great match, and it deserves an actual finish.
It has an actual finish. The finish is Asylum is still your champion.
The finish is the match got thrown out because they couldn't get control of the match. We don't have a definitive winner, whether or not he's walking out as champ or not.
Attaboy, Asylum. Random Payne's gonna be proud.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get 5 more minutes out of Asylum. Nonetheless, what a fight that was. And I'm sure that Madman Fulton would love to get his hands on that championship one more time. ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. This has been the Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser supporting the Autism Society at Greater Akron. And I just want to give a special shout out to everybody that put this show together, to Joe Hirschberger, to Dylan Hirschberger, and the ASWA for putting on an incredible match. And I really want to take a special moment to say this. I want to give a shout out to a couple people that were involved with this show tonight, because yes, this is an autism awareness show, but at the end of the day, what you saw tonight was a wrestler with autism. You saw a manager that has cerebral palsy. Up here at the commentary booth, you are listening to a man that has spina bifida and cerebral palsy. This was a show not just for autism awareness, but damn it, this was a show for everybody that has a disability. No matter what walk of life you go through, you can make your dreams come true, and I want to emphasize that here tonight because we saw it in full form. No matter what you go through in life, no matter what life throws at you, fight for your dreams, because it could be you in that ring. It could be you on this mic. No matter what you are going through, you can do it, and I implore you to fight with all you have to do it. And maybe it'll be you calling the next ASWA show in Mansfield, Ohio. With that, I have been Travis Snapper alongside Loganity Morris for ASWA, for Snapmare Productions, for Dylan's Autism Awareness Fundraiser. I thank you all. Have a great night, and we will see you at the next show. Good night, everybody.